Even otherwise, I should have believed that he was punished in this life as well. So it is a very beautiful reference your wife has made and drawn my attention to it. I am grateful to her, and inshallah, sometime the scholar would find out exactly where it is written. When you study that book, try to find out from the bibliography the original mention, if it is mentioned there, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I am referring to the incident in Holy Quran at the time of Hadhrat Musa and Pharaoh. When the atrocities increased on him, he decided to move from there with his followers. They say that he crossed the Red Sea, and from that area, it is more than 50 miles in distance. And they say that when he came to cross it, water stopped both sides and he crossed. With children and women, at least it will take 2 to 3 days to cross that channel. So, is there any scientific or physical?
How do you pinpoint that particular part of the river where it meets the Red Sea, that this is the place which he crossed? Because the delta is spread over a wide area, as you have mentioned.
Yes.
And he crossed not the Red Sea, but the delta of Nile somewhere. Now, what has been mentioned in the Holy Quran does not preclude the possibility of some of the branches of the delta yet to be traversed after this encounter which is mentioned. If it happened, it had happened, whatever was happened according to the Holy Quran, whatever happened according to the Bible as well, if it happened on the first branch, when Hadhrat Musa ﷺ was going across, walking on ford, in the first branch of river delta, and Moses was drowned along with his armies, then why should the Holy Quran go on mentioning the second crossing and the third crossing and the fifth and so on? It might have taken him even 20 days. Then what? So the most important crossing was that particular crossing of a channel. And in that channel this happened.
Well, those channels are there in the river Nile, but the Red Sea is not a river, or there are no channels to it.
No, I'm talking of delta.
Delta falls into Mediterranean. And
no, I'm sorry. I was not concentrating on the word Red Sea.
Yes.
What I'm saying is the Holy Quran does not mention Red Sea at all. Where is it mentioned? No. I'm only talking in view of the statements of the Holy Quran.
Yes.
The Holy Quran does not speak of Red Sea at all. It tells us that he crossed you can translate the same word as
water.
River. No, the river as well as the sea. So that's again the beauty of Arabic language. Is the most appropriate word to be applicable to a place where both sea and river join, and occasionally they change waters. Sometimes it's the river water which is sweet, occupying that area. Sometimes it's the sea water, which at the tide time, at the even tide, it comes and replaces the river water, or gets mixed up with the river water. So that is the sort of place as has been described by the Holy Quran, because it describes of two tides on either side. That is, when they meet, there is a tidal wave created from both pressures. Pressure of the river flowing down and the pressure of the sea rising. And when they recede, a passageway is created in between. So that is the sort of description of the Holy Quran which tends us to believe that a delta is being described. Right?
Right.
Sajid, you have said you say, haven't you?
I have, but just one observation. I think it is some clarification.
Is it very essential?
I would like to think so, yes.
Okay. Ashraf Sahib, after he has made this essential observation, then we'll turn to you.
There was a dream of the promised Messiah that when it was revealed to him by Allah that he would be promised Messiah, a ditch was dug and the goats were lined up, sheep were lined up along this ditch from east to west. And when the order was given that he was the Messiah Mahdi,
They should be slaughtered.
I just want to know if that ditch was running from which direction it was running. From west?
This was a vision. This was a dream of Hadhrat Mirza Tahir Ahmed. And in that dream, the message is quite something else. The direction of that ditch is not at all important here in this context. The fact is that the message given revolves around one verse of the Holy Quran. Lola du'aukum Qul ma ya'ba'u bikum rabbi lola du'aukum faqad kazzabtum fasawfa yakunu lizama. This is the verse which was revealed to him through angels in that dream, and this is the central point of the whole dream.
What does that particular ayat translate to in English?
That means قُلْ مَا يَعْبَعُ بِكُمْ رَبِّي لَوْلَا دُعَاؤُكُمْ. O Prophet, tell everybody that had you not yourself called for help from your God, prayed to Him, He would not care for you. فَقَدْ كَذَّبْتُمْ فَسَوْفَ يَكُونُ لِزَامًا. But because you have rejected this phenomenon of coming into contact with God, you don't pay heed to this, you don't consider it important, that is كَذَّبْتُمْ. فَسَوْفَ يَكُونُ لِزَامًا. The consequences of this rejection are going to be tagged to you. They will be chasing you, they will not leave you. They will be upon you, that is lizama. That they must ultimately overtake you. You can't escape these consequences. So the importance between the contact of God, of man with his Creator, or an urge in him, or a desire in him to come into communion with God, is mentioned here in this verse. And if that desire is dead, then the whole purpose of life is wasted. And the consequences of such lack of contact with life is like severing one's cord, severing the cord of an embryo with her mother. So this is the sort of description which is made. And once that cord is severed, then the body would decay.
There's no spiritual uplifting then. Yeah.
Ashraf Sahib?
I want to add an important incident in the life of Khalil Ahmad Nasser. He was sent, when he was in Washington as Muballigh, he was sent by Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Sani Radiallahu Ta'ala to Japan to represent Islam and Ahmadiyat, because an international religious conference was being held over there. I wanted to add this.
Thank you.
Hazur, I believe in daily 5 prayers when we say one's attention is concentrated by the meaning he understands what he's saying. Ever since from my childhood I learned the translation of the meaning of prayer, words which we use. But after that one, I had a desire to find out more commentary, what the word this means, and expand how much and this. And after that one, I feel that it is easy to concentrate and to enjoy the prayer a lot more. So it provoked the idea to make a request to Your Holiness if we can have some kind of commentary on the wording